Eala fights back from a set down to outlast Vekic in Auckland opener. Fourth seed Eala had to fend off a spirited challenge from former world number 17 Donna Vekic of Croatia, rallying from a set down to prevail, 4-6, 6-4, 6-4, in their singles first-round encounter at the ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand on Tuesday. The opening round of the maiden WTA 250 event for 2026 has been littered with shockers, with second seed Emma Navarro of the United States, fifth seed Janice Tien of Indonesia, and eighth seed American Peyton Stearns all falling on the wrong end of the upset axe. Eala, however, made sure she did not suffer the same fate in a clash initially slated for the morning session but later rescheduled as the final featured match on center court at the Manuka Doctor Arena. Currently ranked 53rd in the world, the Filipina tennis star raced to a 3-0 advantage early and appeared poised to make short work of Vekic, who has struggled with her form since last year, a slump that has seen her slide to number 69 in the rankings. Vekic eventually found her footing as Eala had difficulty handling high balls, leading to several costly errors. Coupled with savvy shot-making that kept the Filipina on the move, the 29-year-old Croatian clawed her way back into the set and limited Eala to just one more game while winning 6 of her own to steal the opener. The second set saw Eala attempt to create separation, only for Vekic to refuse to go away. After Eala jumped out to a 2-0 lead, Vekic answered with a service break to knot the count at 2-2 from a 3-3 standoff. Eala broke through to surge ahead, 5-3, and had her chances to close out the set on serve at 40-15. Vekic, though, showed her grit once more to close the gap at 4-5. Eala would not be denied a second time, breaking Vekic in the 10th game to claim the set and force a decider. The third set proved to be just as gripping, with neither player willing to concede an inch as the score remained level after 6 games. The breakthrough finally came in the 8th game when Eala broke Vekic to move ahead, 5-3. Vekic again showcased her resilience by breaking back in the 9th to keep her hopes alive. Eala ultimately put away the stubborn Croatian in the 10th game with another break of serve to clinch the victory after 2 hours and 38 minutes. Eala will advance to the second round, where she faces another tough Croatian opponent in fellow 20-year-old Petra Marcinko, the former world number 1 junior. Ranked 82nd in the world, Marcinko opened her Auckland campaign with a 3-set win over former world number 33 Camilo Osorio of Colombia. The 20-year-old Eala's victory over Vekic followed her doubles triumph on Monday, when she and 18-year-old American Anna Jovic outlasted Venus Williams of the United States and Elena Svitolina of Ukraine, 7-6, 7, 6-1. Eala and Jovic will next gun for a semi-final berth against giant killers Jessica Malikova of the Czech Republic and Renata Zarazua of Mexico, who ousted top seeds Erin Routliffe of New Zealand and Asia Muhammad of the United States in 3 sets. Eala and Zarazua are no strangers to each other, having reached the second round of the 2025 French Open women's doubles as partners. The Phoenix rises in Auckland. Eala's gritty comeback from the brink. In the crisp evening air of Auckland's ASB Tennis Centre, under the bright lights and amidst a throng of fervent supporters, a moment of sporting alchemy was underway, one that would redefine the early arc of the 2026 tennis season for a young Filipino star. This was not just another match in the WTA 250 event. It was a collision of experience and youth, of determination and resilience, a test of willpower that would stretch over 2 hours and 40 minutes. And at the end of it, Eala emerged not merely victorious, but transformed. ASB Classic +1. A tale of 2 sets, early struggles and mental resolve. From the very first point, the stage was set for drama. Eala, the 4th seed, faced off against Donna Vekic, a seasoned Croatian and former top 20 player known for her powerful baseline game and hard-earned tactical savvy. Vekic opened the scoring with authority, claiming the first set 6-4, a warning that this would be no routine victory. Philstar.com. For a moment, it seemed the experienced Vekic might seize control. The blonde Croatian's rhythmic ground strokes repeatedly thrust Eala onto the defensive. But rather than wilt under the pressure, Eala's fiery spirit began to show its colors. She steadied her ground, regrouped, and placed her mind into a familiar, yet always daunting, state of renewal. Trailing after the first set could have rattled any rising star. But what followed was a testament to Eala's mental courage and competitive maturity, a refusal to concede the narrative of her season to a single stumble. Philstar.com. Turning the tide. A spectrum of emotion and skill. As the second set unfolded, Eala's game, once hesitant, began to bloom with conviction. Each stroke became more assertive, each serve more penetrating. She broke Vekic's rhythm, applying pressure at critical junctures and edging ahead in times that mattered most. At 3-3, neither player would cede an inch, until Eala found her moment. She seized a break, and then the set, 6-4. This shift was not merely in scoreline, it was emblematic of Eala's inner metamorphosis on the court. She had moved from reaction to initiative, from caution to conviction. Manila Bulletin. Pain, perseverance, and ultimate triumph. But the challenge was far from over. Entering the third and deciding set, Eala began to feel the cumulative toll of a grueling contest. Midway through, she paused the action to request a medical timeout, a reminder that physical strain is as unrelenting as the mental grind. Yet rather than retreat, she came back refreshed and refocused, a display of the toughness that elite sports so often demands. On sports, the final set swung like a pendulum. Eala had the chance to serve for the match at 5-3, but in a cruel twist of fate, Vekic broke back. A collective gasp rippled through the crowd. It felt as if the momentum might flip once more. But this was Eala's narrative now. With unshakable resolve, she kept the pressure on, attacking with her returns and constructing points with clarity and precision. Another break, another upsurge of adrenaline, and finally the match, 6-4 in the third. ASB Classic. The crowd, a sea of support and shared passion. Central to this narrative was the atmosphere, a boisterous, undulating crescendo of cheers that transformed Auckland's stadium into something resembling a home court for the young Filipino. Scores of Filipinos and passionate supporters filled the stands, their chants and applause lifting Eala's spirit and adding an emotionally charged energy that could be felt with every rally. On sports. After the victory, Eala herself spoke passionately about what it meant to feel that support. Home is not a place, home is the people. Her words captured not just gratitude, but the profound emotional bond between athlete and admirer, a connection that can elevate performance from excellent to extraordinary. On sports. More than a win, a statement of intent. This match wasn't simply an advance to the second round of the ASB Classic, though that achievement alone is noteworthy. It was a statement, a declaration that Eala, at 20 years old, possesses not just technical skill but the psychological tenacity to overcome adversity against top-tier opponents.